In today's video, my husband and I are back in our basement, continuing the process of decluttering and reorganizing so it works better for our everyday life. We already started a bit off camera, doing some initial decluttering, but you'll see us sort and reorganize many of our household items and other things we store down here. If you haven't seen my first basement declutter video, I recommend watching that one first. I'll link it in the corner of the screen now. That video shows the very beginning of this process. Here you can see how the basement looked after our first pass of decluttering and organizing in early November. And after about 3 months, it has become a little messy again, which shows how important good systems really are. Basements feel overwhelming because everything ends up there and then often gets forgotten. So I made this series to stay focused on our basement until we feel like it works for us. And the goal is to make sure it doesn't get too much out of control again. I think we all want realistic systems that last in our basement, not Pinterest perfection. Suitcases, wine fridge, other stuff. Storage, and here will the freezer be. Stuff we will get out. Today our main focus is reorganizing the things we reach for most often, the items that are currently hard to access or don't really have a proper home. Like the fishing gear. Our cleaning supplies and household supplies are hidden in these black containers, and we kept forgetting what we already had, so we bought multiple of the same products. So I'm switching those to clear containers instead. And here we have some more cleaning supplies already in a clear container. This bin is one you saw me organize in the last basement video. It holds baby items, mostly diapers. Next to it are a few miscellaneous items like party decor, alcohol, and then the clear containers with my toiletries overflow. On the bottom shelf, we store work-related items, overflow of Pepsi Max, cat food and items for our cat, as well as outdoor games in all these clear containers. And that's how it looks now. Now we are starting by taking out all the empty bins and the ones that clearly need reorganizing. As we go through the things that currently don't have a home or need a better setup, I'm using my usual decluttering process. We decide right away what we are keeping, what we can donate, and what needs to be recycled or thrown away. I removed a lot of the sound in this video because we are speaking Danish. Here we are basically talking through what we use the most and what needs to go into clear containers so we don't forget about it, like extra household and cleaning supplies. And we are working together here, reorganizing our keeps into an empty container in an organized way and shuffling things around until it fits right. We're trying to keep each container to one category, and we're using clear plastic bins from IKEA so everything is visible and easy to find when we need it. Hopefully, this will also help us avoid overbuying things we already have. So, I looked into what questions viewers often have about basement decluttering. I'll try my best to answer a few of them. First up, what kind of storage solutions works best in a basement? I personally recommend sturdy open shelves combined with clear containers or labeled bins. Being able to see what you have makes a huge difference. Next question. How long does a basement declutter take realistically? It really depends on how big and cluttered your basement is. For us, this time took just 30 minutes as two people, where the first time took us 1 to 2 hours. If it were my first time decluttering a basement on my own, I'd probably set aside 3 to 6 hours, maybe even split it into 2 days. The nice thing is that you can choose to split it up over multiple days and work at your own pace. Setting a timer or a small deadline can also really help. And the last question, how do I suggest decluttering and organizing a basement? Start by grouping everything into categories. Declutter first, then organize, and be honest about just in case items, those items we want to keep but don't really need. Then, when you are organizing, create zones and use clear containers or labels so items don't disappear. Keep the system simple and easy to maintain, especially as parents. And accept that basements don't need to be pretty, they just need to work for you. Please enjoy some quiet time while we are reorganizing our bins. And I hope that you can work on a project of yours while you're watching this video. And now it's time to put it all back in our basement. So today was a process that hopefully will make everything much easier for us to find. We'll check in again after a few months. After some reorganizing, this is how our basement looks now. Let me know what you think. We tried to create clear zones, so household supplies in one area, the baby items in another. It feels much more functional, and I hope that we can maintain it better now. If you're struggling with a messy basement or storage space yourself, I hope this video gives you some motivation to start or to keep going. And remember, it doesn't need to be picture perfect. Decluttering is a process, especially in areas like basements, where things tend to pile up over time. And here is a little sneak peek now of our second basement room. It's a total mess. It's mostly my husband's tool and hobby room, so he'll be working on it mostly off camera, but I'll show you some of the process and the final result in the next basement video. Stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for being here. I hope to see you in the next video, where I will restock my pantry and refill my spices.